I want to show you how you can use your TI-30XS Multiview to get a decimal approximation. It's really amazing that the calculator can give you exact answers, and that's kind of the step beyond a regular calculator, but sometimes we do need the decimal version. So I've got two problems here. We're going to look at the first one. It's a radical expression. We've got 40 minus the square root of 192 divided by 32. So the way I'm going to enter that in on my calculator, it's a fraction, so I'm going to press the N over D button first. Please notice that every button I press is going to show up here in this key press history, so you can follow along that way too. And then I'm going to have 40 minus the square root, which is second and x squared, of 192. That's my numerator. I want to get down to the denominator, so I'll use my downward arrow. And then I will type in 32, and I'll hit enter. Now, the calculator enters the most beautiful and amazing answer in exact form, which is negative square root of 3 plus 5 divided by 4, which is, of course, the same as 5 minus the square root of 3 over 4. So both of those are exact answers. But let's say we want an approximation, a decimal approximation. Then all we have to do is press this button above enter, and it actually goes back and forth between exact form and approximated form. So if you're showing it approximated form, it's going to try to give you exact form. If you're showing it exact form as we are here, it's going to give us a decimal approximation. So when I press this, I get 0.8169 blah 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 blah. Okay, so this has converted this to a decimal. If I go to 4 decimal places, I would have 0.8170. Okay, so that's how you can get a decimal approximation. While I'm here, I want to show you another neat feature about this calculator. You probably recognize something like this as a result of a quadratic formula problem. You always get the plus and the minus in the middle. All we want to change is this subtraction sign to a plus sign. I could type it again. It's really not that big a deal, but I'm going to show you how you can come back to an entry. Okay, so there's what I want to be sitting on. I want to adjust that. So if I highlight that and click enter, it brings it back in an editable area. So I'm going to use my arrows. I'm going to get up to the numerator. I'm going to come and I'm going to sit on top of that plus sign. I'm sorry, that subtraction sign. I'm going to change it to a plus, and then I'm going to hit enter. When I do, there I have the exact version. Not a shocking surprise, since I knew already a while ago what that was with the subtraction. So I have square root of 3 plus 5, not square root of 5, just plain 5, over 4, which is equivalent to 5 plus the square root of 3 over 4. And now I want to get a decimal for that, so I will press the button above enter, the left and right pointing arrows, and I see that my result is 1.6830 if I go to 4 decimal places. 1.6830. So that's how you can convert from an exact form to a decimal approximation using your TI-30XS Multiview.